Hi there, let's have a quick look. Oh, right. Okay, there's someone still in love with you. Okay, they're absolutely shattered. But they're silent. They're not telling you anything. They're not coming forward. They're not moving, but they're shattered, okay? Yeah, they're totally detached. No, there's no contact at the moment. And they're just silent, but they're broken, okay? I feel this person today, honestly, is genuinely broken. That they feel they've just lost you. So, let me have a look at this. Let me see today, I think really what they're going to do. And any other messages, okay? The messages that I feel that they would like to send, but for whatever reason, they're just quiet, they're just silent. So I'll give these another shuffle. I hope you're okay, I hope you're well, that's the main thing. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of this video. Links are below in the description box, everything's on the website. And check out the free relationship report as well if you want to, okay? Let's just 2 more cards. Let's get this rocking and rolling. This is a genuine person, genuine. Okay, right. Do you know why they're broken? Why they feel absolutely broken? Because this is very specific. They flipped the story around, and I feel what they said to you at the time or at some point before you separated was that they weren't happy with the way things were going in the relationship, and they said that you didn't appreciate them. Okay, I am here to tell you that they didn't mean that. Okay, they were very confused for whatever reason, whatever was going on, but they didn't mean it. They didn't mean it. I just keep hearing that. They did not mean that at all. And they are broken. They're feeling pretty broken. Yeah, and also, just to nail this down a bit more, the conversation that they had with you, you know, you don't appreciate me, this isn't working out. They also said that they didn't know if you would ever change. Not you, but the relationship would ever change, okay? So that is basically what happened in the past with this reading for whoever it's for today, that conversation was had, or it was intimated that was what was happening. But right now, your person is not a happy bunny. By lying, I ripped us apart. And that's the lie. They might have told other lies, okay, it's a general reading today. But the one lie that I'm channeling today that ripped the relationship apart was the fact that they said, you know, we're too different, or we're never going to make this work, or I'm not happy with this, I want more, you know, and they said to you that they felt that you didn't appreciate them. That is the biggest lie they told. It's there. That is the general gist of this reading. That is the biggest lie that they told, and they regret every single word of it. They also said specifics today, that, oh, we need to separate, we need to be apart, I need to clear my mind, I need to work out what I'm doing, I don't know who I am anymore. Okay, that's what I'm getting today. Top of the deck, guilty. This is what you don't know. Okay, it's the unknown. I feel pain from the damage I have caused. They're in a lot of pain because they don't know what to do. Let me see what else wants to come out of this deck. What a shame. Sad. It's sad, you know. I feel this person deep down at their core has a good heart and a good soul. Okay, and sometimes people do just get it wrong. You know, and it's often just something that triggers someone that has nothing to do with you, but you get caught up in the crossfire, and then 2 people have had their lives ripped apart. That's what I'm just hearing. I want a future with you. This is what they would be saying if they could, or if they would. You tame my demons. Okay, right. I'm now reading that taming demons into, I wasn't happy with the way things were. Was there some habit that they had, or a behavioural pattern that you managed to stabilise? Okay, example, if they were a party animal, and they'd be, sometimes you go out and you don't know when to stop, but because of you, they put the brakes on. Okay, I feel part of this was they didn't know who they were. They love you, they wanted you, but there was still a little piece of them that they hadn't worked through, that at times they just, say, use the party example, they'd just disappear, or phone would be off, or something like that, okay? And then in the end, I'm hearing when you quite rightly said, hey, this isn't appropriate, this is upsetting me. Instead of dealing with the pain that was causing the action, and I'll say that again, they didn't deal with the pain inside that was causing the action. They just told you weren't compatible and it wasn't working out because they didn't want to face it, okay? Now, this is what is amazing today, and please, if you take nothing else from this, they are now saying that you tame their demons. So everything you said, everything you did, they now realise that you were doing that from a heart centre, from love. Not because you wanted to control, not because you wanted to have your own way, or you have this perfect image. No, because you genuinely care about this person. And you genuinely care that they have a right to a life, and in some shape or form they were destroying themselves. This can just be overspending. That can destroy you. It leads you into massive debt. Whatever it was, instead of them dealing with it, it's like, no, I'm off, or we don't get on. I need to sort my head. It's that classic, I need to sort my head out energy. Well, they've sorted their head out, and they miss you. They miss you very, very much. I was selfish and stuck in my ego. Yeah. Now, the ego is the part of the brain, the part of the psyche, whatever, that will keep you in a loop unless you basically hone in on it and face the shadow, whatever word you want to use, and you realise, and you pull your power back. Your person didn't pull their power back because they didn't want the pain of going within to face whatever was bothering them. It was easier to tell you that you were the problem. It was easier to say you weren't doing this, or you were telling them what to do, or you were too controlling, or whatever else crap they came out with. But now they're at a point, okay, and I genuinely feel that this person will make amends with you. I feel last year, the whole of last year, and possibly the 6 months before, 18 months, has been an eye-opener for this person. I do not feel they're the same person that you knew before, okay? I feel they've been shedding a lot of baggage. I feel they've been looking at themselves and the part they played in all of this, okay? One more, please. They'd like to say at the moment, I'm going to be brutally honest, that they're caught up in a karmic relationship. Now, I will add, this doesn't always mean love, romance. Karmic relationships can mean they've gone into the wrong friend group, or they are with family, or there's something, okay? But it is what goes around comes around, okay? You are feeling better. I feel that they are where you were when this relationship ended. It's come full circle. It has come full circle. Okay, the last message out of this deck today. We're meant to be together. I will wait as long as it takes for a shot with you. Yeah, this person is genuine. I just feel they're genuine. I just feel they're totally and utterly genuine. And at some point, if this is what you want, because you do get to decide what you focus on grows, where your attention goes, it materializes. If this is what you want, this is what you shall have, okay? They want you. Now, big question, are they going to do anything? Are they going to do anything? Just clarify that. We've got the star. Yes, they are. Okay, I'll tell you how this trajectory that I can see from my point of view is going to go. At the moment, they're still following the party line. Maybe that's a UK saying. They're still following tradition, values, and also listening to the beliefs of other people. All right, they're feeling very suffocated. They're feeling boxed in. It's very stuck energy, it's very fixed energy, and they are still listening to other people's beliefs. You know, oh, well, you should do that. This is the way we've always done it. You know, that kind of thing. An example can be, you know, families can have traditional ways of doing things. And sometimes it's difficult for a member to break away because you're like, you pull back in. So they have got pulled back into that karmic situation, okay? And they've been, you know, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full sir energy. However, what I see coming, because you have been apart a while, they've been in shedding for a while, is a reconciliation message with the Ace of Cups, okay? Totally fresh start. Now, we also have the star here, manifestation card, reconciliation card. For me, it's a deep soulmate card. Deep soulmate card. It also says you are at a distance, and even though you're at a distance, you are the love of this person's life. Okay? And even if you never spoke again, there will always be a piece of you in their heart. Okay? This message will come in very, very suddenly. It will be out of the blue. I feel what your person's going to do is not really have much of a plan, which I think is part of their personality anyway at times. I feel they're literally just going to say, you know what, I'm breaking free. I don't want to listen to anybody else's opinions, beliefs, should do, shouldn't do, be here, be there, you know, all of that nonsense. And they're just going to come forward, okay, very, very, very quickly. I see you a little bit on the back foot when this message comes in, so be prepared, okay, because it's going to be quick, it's going to be out of the blue. They're not just going to say, what you're doing, how are you? I feel they're actually going to tell you and be totally open and honest with their messaging. It's going to be of an emotional nature, not a, have you still got my stereo system or something? You know what I mean? It's not that kind of message. It's like, hey, I still love you, okay? You are going to be on the back foot a little bit, all right? And also with this card, and I'm just looking at these two here, and I'm just hearing there might be other people around in this whole energy bubble that either you will have to argue against or your ex will argue against in order for you to be able to even have a conversation. Okay, I just want to take this deck. Where do I want this deck? Let's just have a quick look. I'm just going to split it. Okay, I'm just going to do that, and I've just been told to split it. Bond. A love bond grows stronger over time. This will do. This was always a strong bond. Okay, they're silent, but they still love you. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Now, this is a strong message going back to, I said in the energy, either you'll be arguing or something. You get to decide what you want. Always, always, always remember that. Follow your soul. Follow your heart. Now, The only caveat I ever throw in is if you've been in a narcissistic relationship where it's trauma bonded. Because if you're trauma bonded, then to be perfectly honest, it is a sort of a situation where you can still think they're the one for you, but it's actually you're wanting the illusion back because of the trauma bond. But this isn't a trauma bonded relationship today, okay? Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Underneath that, please, signs. Watch out for the signs. You will be getting signs, okay? They could be numbers, they could be a song, it could be a certain type of car, and also, why am I hearing that? A certain type of home decor. God, I really don't know what that means. Home decor, furniture, home decor. Does someone have an interest in that? Or possibly art, maybe that's it. But there's something in that. But anyway, that's what's going to happen. Okay, they will be back in touch. And you know, do I feel they've tamed their demons? I don't think they've just tamed them. I think that's what they did before when you were together. But then the demon, you know, the shadow, I think they've faced their demons. I feel they've faced their demons, and they've definitely faced their demons around a group of people, a karmic group of people, or a karmic person, if they remarried or they got themselves into another relationship. Okay, they've faced it. All right, so leave it with you. Look after yourselves. Remember, you're on the pedestal, okay? Just pour all the love you have into you. It's not selfish. It is not selfish to love yourself first. The more you love yourself first and just walk around like you're the bee's knees, you're the best thing that ever happened, you'll send out a different signal, and just watch your world change, okay? I love you, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.